Hey guys, welcome back to Hotel Ava, and before we start the tour of the outside of the perimeter, we're gonna go check a room because last time in the other vlog you guys asked me why is there no room footage. So we have a room right now that's being prepared for us, and then we're going to show you guys the features of the room. Now this is the new wing of the property, that's why it looks very fresh, but later on we'll actually go to the other side where we've redone the floor with the concrete stamping. We have the wall garden, but the wall garden, some of the plants that we ordered died, and then some of the plants lived, and believe it or not, some of the plants got eaten by birds. We're trying to capture some footage of the plants being eaten by birds. Little highlight there, but it's very funny. We didn't think that we'd have bird problems moving into or creating the wall garden system. Anyway, let's go check the room. We have a built-in KTV system. This is the Kate Spade room. It's one of our bigger suite rooms where you can actually organize your friends to do some sing-along in your private room. Obviously, we offer 24-hour room service also. You have a pool here for those who want to get super zealous and I guess a party favor in that sense. Anyway, moving around, we have our bathroom over here, separate toilet and sink so that in case you are a big group, you don't have to share the shower also, which has its own sink. Very simple in design, but very functional in that sense. And I do like this wallpaper. So in case you are a big group, you can chill here and watch TV while your friends are singing on the other side. So you guys don't need to share space. And then the spade on the ceiling. That's why it's called Kate Spade, with a mirror, just in case. I hope you guys enjoyed the short tour of this room. Let's go ask if there's another room available, and then we'll talk about the outside renovation and what's been happening. Come on. So you must be wondering why I look purple. We actually have some LED grow lights over here, and this place hasn't been set up with any of the plants just yet because we're still experimenting to see what plants will survive with the grow lights. But in the future, we're gonna have more grow lights here, and this will be covered with plants. So some of the problems we also figured out was some of the plants that we got are annual and the flowers don't last so long. So we're trying to get rid of that and boil it down to about 5 different varieties for us to just repopulate everything. So you're gonna see a lot of the dead plants when we go to the other wing of the property. And from the last update, we finished the stamped concrete flooring. As you can see from the previous videos, this was all concrete. And what we don't see is over there in the end, we actually finished the cistern where we're collecting 70,000 liters of rainwater to water all these systems. Now, all the wall gardens are already plumbed in. And then as you can see, we have some of the plants on top. If you can pan up there. Those plants were eaten by birds. So we actually have a little bird problem in that sense where they're actually eating our leaves. Must be a sweet leaf for them to be eating. Anyway, we're gonna walk over to the other side to show you some of the plants that didn't survive, and then maybe ask for one more room before we move to our head office. So being that during the pandemic, we actually shifted our business model. We actually do accommodate a lot of online travel agent or online guests. So we actually have a small cafe and waiting room, which they can actually dine and have breakfast. And also, if you're waiting for a room while you're checking in, this is where they stay. This is new. We've never had this before because obviously we used to just do the short time market, but now we're catering to even the 24-hour travel market. So we have this space right here. So this is actually a deluxe room, which is our more sellable room. The suite room that you saw a while ago is actually a party suite. That's why it's very big. So this is actually more of, I guess, the middle range room as we sell here in Hotel Ava. And it's very basic in that sense where you have your bed, bathroom, TV, not like the other room where we had the multiple TVs, the KTV system. So this is actually just for couples, and that's why it's our best seller, the deluxe room. So last stop right here is the hanging wall garden on my right. Now, not everything here is a success. We do have some dead plants, as you can see over here on the lower section. Aside from the birds eating it, some of the plants did not take to our system. So we're actually, again, boiling it down to about 4 or 5 different plants that we're going to use for the system. So, I mean, if you walk with me, you can actually still see some of the plants that are thriving, which are the leafy ones, which are very, I guess, very hardy in that sense. And then you have some of these smaller plants here, also very hardy, but you have the flowering ones, which didn't work. I wanted the place to be full of flowers, but that idea is not working. So I think we're gonna dump the idea and just stick to the leafy or the colored leafy plants in the meantime. Unless you guys are an expert and you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, please comment down below. Help me out so that we can fill the wall garden up with beautiful plants. And again, I didn't know we're gonna have bird problems. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna walk over to our head office so that we can show you guys the rooftop garden. From the last update, we actually had to cover the whole ceiling because it's so hot, and now we're working with a company to do grow lighting systems so that we're going to finally assemble the whole system, and hopefully in the next 2 months we're in production already, and I can't wait to show you guys that also. And for those of you who've been applying to me on social media, please don't apply to me. Be creative, be resourceful, apply to the hotel directly. I don't work on the daily operations, so I can't hire anyone technically. Welcome to my head office. Morning. So these are actually the tower gardens in these boxes. We moved them from the farm because we were renovating the farm, but we're finally gonna move it back to the farm because we don't have enough storage here in the office. The office has been under renovation also, and I think the 3rd floor is done, but the 2nd floor is a bit dirty, so please pardon us. This used to be my office here to the right. This is our boardroom, but technically we wanted to move everyone downstairs so we can create a game room here. We actually have a ping pong table already over there, and then they wanted lounge areas and stuff. So behind me, when we featured in the other video, was the daycare. We had to make a little daycare so some of our staff could bring their kids. So it's a little dull still at the moment, but we have, you know, Lego set, we have some toys over there, some bakery items that basically when the parents who have, I guess, no face-to-face classes, they can bring their kids over and then work here while they watch their kids play, so that we're providing this facility because we have a lot of single parents also here in the company. Anyway, let's go to the main highlight, which is the rooftop garden. The last time we updated this video, the UV plastic ceiling that we put broke because it was too hot. So now we actually just enclosed everything. So from the last episode, we figured out that the rooftop garden idea was a great idea, but it was too hot in that sense, where the inside temperature was about 54 degrees, which is impossible to grow anything. So we decided to cover the whole roofing, put solar on top of this to generate electricity, and then add air conditioning systems. And we ordered a bunch of LED grow lights. The LED grow lights is all experimental. We've never done this before, and it's going to be our first time to do it. So as you can see on the first side, we've set up the ring already, and that's going to be for lettuce because lettuce doesn't really grow that far out. But for the plants which are going to be growing chili peppers, tomatoes, and the bigger bigger bushes in that sense. We're gonna need to position the grow lights a little further and add more, I guess, more systems around it. So we're also going to reduce the height because when we drop the ceiling, the height changed different, it's now different. So which means we're probably gonna end up just about here. So again, I think roughly looking at this in the next 2 to 3 months, maybe in January, we're actually going to be in production already, and people can come here to check the tower systems and study if this is a right fit for what you guys need, because we do sell the tower systems. They're a bit pricey in that sense, but trust me, they grow everything that you need, especially nowadays with our climate, which is so undependable in that sense. You never know if it's too sunny, it's too rainy, and then you destroy crops if it's just outdoor. With this system, we're able to control the environment and make sure the plants get the optimum temperatures that they need, which is, I think, roughly below 30 degrees. Okay guys, I think we've had enough of the head office. We're going to move to Hotel Ava Cuneta. Let's go for a ride in the 992 GT3. So we're starting off here in the sewage treatment plant, and we are building this in compliance with the city government. Now, as you can see, it's wet already, and there's actually shells, which means, according to Mikey, this used to be reclaimed land. And it's funny because, yeah, you can see sand and shells. Anyway, this is not the highlight. We're gonna walk over and show you guys what's happening here in Hotel Ava Cuneta. We're in Pasay City. We're under renovation because we are transforming everything to be at par with Hotel Ava Malate also. Oh, and by the way, these two rooms here are going to become car-porn racing rooms. We're going to have supercar themes in all of them, in both of them, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. One of the key highlights that I like in this property is this super old Indian mango tree. As you can see, it is a huge tree. Now we've had to trim it down because the neighbors obviously don't like the leaves going over to their side. Plus, because it's losing a lot of sun rays, it actually, I think, is having a harder time. Now it doesn't give us any more fruit because this is I think ever since I was a child, this tree was here already. As you can see, the trunk is huge. Anyway, in this property, we are still busy renovating. The garage doors are being done. The wall hanger plants don't have any plants just yet because, again, we're still busy improving the whole area. As you saw with Malate, we're gonna do the concrete stamp flooring. We're gonna do the wall garden also. We're gonna walk over and show you guys the cistern that we're collecting rainwater with. And we're renovating even the smallest details from the vents on the ceiling. Fire suppression system is going to be updated also, and then I think that's generally it. But again, I'm excited to see the wall garden here because I think that's the key highlight from our move to go green and show people that you can plant plants in the city and still have that atmosphere like you're in a tropical forest. We are here now in the rainwater collection system. You're not going to be able to see it. It's underneath all this driveway. We have opened the manhole there. So you can see the orange pipes are what's going to collect the rainwater. It's going to funnel everything into the system. According to Mikey, it's about 80,000 liters. So you can do a quick visual check, or unless you want to go down there. I'm being educated with our safety systems here. Mikey's telling me that this is the fire suppression system. We have two pumps. One pump will activate on a single sprinkler, but if the whole sprinkler system turns on, the mega pump, the bigger brother, is going to turn on and provide water. Is this connected to our rainwater also, or cistern? So this is connected to the main cistern because we don't want to run out of water. Come on in. I think this is the scene where Juan Wick is actually asking for like the tasting menu. So you have the main course, and I guess these are the desserts in that sense. But this is based off the Continental where he got excommunicated. And as you can see, this is a bigger party room also. You have the karaoke system as well, and then a lounge area over here. Although I think we do need painting somewhere here just to give it more oomph. But definitely a party room for you and your friends. You have our bedroom over here. This is like the scene where he's chasing Ruby Rose through the system and they're gunfighting. So we just finished touring the room here. I'm so sad that we didn't get to tour a second room, but then again, I'd rather sell the room. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys. If you guys wanna know more about Hotel Ava, you can follow us on our social media. We have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then obviously I'm gonna be updating this vlog. If you guys wanna know more about Hotel Ava, you can watch my older video, which we're going to post somewhere over here. And then if you guys wanna know the benefits and the key highlights that we have, maybe I'll run through it real quick. We don't have minimum wage anymore. Our basic minimum hiring salary is 16,000 with 700 rice allowance. We have 3 months paternity leave. We have 6 months maternity leave. We have 5-day work week for operations, 4-day work week for the office people. And then we also have free food and coffee for our staff, plus healthcare. If you guys are interested to apply to Hotel Ava, you can contact the hotel itself. Do not message me directly. Anyway, the team is going to order some food so you guys can have a visual treat on the food that we serve here also at the hotel. And pretty soon we will have some vegan meals, which is what I'm looking for. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys and I'll see you guys again in the next episode. Peace.